Old Thomas.
What are you up to?
God be with you.
Get out of here or I'll call the guards.
Shut up.
Is there any work here for carpenters?
I don't need any carpenters. Good luck to you.
Okay.
I am honored that a knight such...
Teresa, the millmaid, sent me. She said you could use some help.
Some extra pairs of hands would be useful. What do you have in mind?
My friends, two survivors of Scallis, are looking for work.
What the heck was that other guy
Why should
talking
I
about?
take them?
They're experienced carpenters.
Why not? Carpenters would be helpful. There's a lot of work here at the mill, and I'm not as spry as I used to be. Thomas, my foreman, tries his best, but he ain't up to that kind of work. But they aren't idlers and drunks, are they? I only take in people who are willing to do hard, honest work.
They're good men, from Scallis. Basically your neighbours. You have to help them.
That's God's own
Ha
truth. Love thy neighbour as thyself. Tell them I'll give them a chance. We'll talk about pay and a roof over their heads when they get here.
May the Lord watch over you.
Okay. They better not be douchebags. I thought there was a third one. Was it the third one, the one I found? But he seems different. I think he is. I think I have a question throughout the whole game. I was like, is this the one guy's? Because I don't remember now. I remember Fritz's name, but I can't remember their guy's name really well. There's a lot of M's. I was like, hey, who's this guy?
Jesus
He's
Christ,
one of my
be
friends.
praised.
It's been so long since the start. We're playing. We got like fucking 200 hours in this goddamn game. What do I got to drink? Whoa. Okay, I'll buy that. I'm buying every fucking book now I know how to read. Need some savior snaps. I ain't buying savior snaps right now. I'll make my savior snaps, actually. Talking about. I don't need to buy nothing. Need a good bit of bread. Alright, got some dang food. Some fresh bread. Drop this trash. Good junk. Fresh, nice garlic bread. What's this guy? Pretty sure mine was garlic bread. Here's just some base cold bread. Oh god, I gotta go all the way back over here. I wonder how much more story there's left. Cause like it still seems like you're in the early parts. Like, I mean, you took out the one dude who took your sword, but that was like semi-early, so like. But then now you still haven't got close to getting to Sigismund. Like the last time you seen Sigismund was at the start of the damn game.
The miller and Ledechko would be happy to meet you.
You really found work for us?
Of course. Couldn't bear to look at those sour faces of yours a moment longer.
Thanks, Henry. Only
What?
the reward we talked about, well, we haven't got 2 groschen to rub together.
No, that doesn't matter. You'll pay me when you have it.
That
I don't
we
give a
will.
fuck about payment. Rich
Stop
is
by
free.
and visit us in a week. We'll pay you back as soon as we get our first wage.
I gotta worry about payment. Hope it gives me that option, because I don't need it. I'm rich as fudge. Freaking 2 weeks later, I'm broke. I already spent 3,000. 3,000 was like chump change, but I kind of got hit pretty hard with that. Kind of hurt, giving away 3,000. See if I can read a book. I haven't read a book in a good minute. Any good one? I'm gonna read all these dang recipe books I bought. Look at all this. That one was 1,000 on its own. Imagine how much it costs. But yeah. Bookworm. I was wondering. Read 20 books. It's better to spend. God dang. Alrighty. My speech went up some, my reading went up a good bit. About time to sleep. I can get my armor polished in the morning. Alrighty. Go to the Radzik. No time to speak with you. I get my armor polished. I'd even deliver this goddamn will. Just to the third. Don't even do that. Should I go deliver this will? Alright. Jump cut to the will.
Father, Vincent of Merhoyed sent me to you.
What's the matter, my son?
I'm bringing Vincent's last will and testament.
Almighty Father, be merciful. What happened?
Master Vincent has been taken seriously ill. A disease has spread in Merhoyed.
Yes, I did hear that people are sick in some village hereabouts. God in heaven, but Vincent is still alive?
Yes, for now.
Let us hope the good Lord will leave him here with us a while longer. Thank you for bringing it to me. If Vincent passes on, I'll see to his wishes. Here, take a few coins for the trouble.
Thank you, Father.
Farewell.
Thought it was a douchebag. Okay. Last will done.
Vegetables, fruit.
Bro, I'm not about to die by some fudging peasants. Bro, what the fuck is this dude's Iron Dome bullcrap going on here? Die. Oh my fudging god. That motherfucker would not go down. Fudging die. Why wouldn't he die, dude? I was jabbing him his fudging brain like 20 dang times. Get my dang armor dirty. Oh my goodness, man. This is some fudging bullcrap. I'm not gonna waste my goddamn freaking time.
Fine.
I'm
Dang! I could have took a bath and freaking get my clothes laundered and heal my wounds with less fudging time. Oh my god. Gotta wait through the whole dang freaking day now. There we go. Who are you? You're not Sarazic.
Greetings. What do you need?
Master Fayfire, I need to speak with you. I found out something about the counterfeit coin.
Did you really? Do tell.
Close to Rovna, I came across a wagon that was transporting the false coins. Unfortunately, I came too late. The carter and his men were dead.
Damn it, blast. Do you know who did it?
Yes. A certain knight turned up there. Turned out he was also after the forgers.
Well, that is indeed unexpected. Tell me, what did he say?
His name is Ulrich. He looked like a knight, but he refused to show his master's colours.
Ulrich, you say? Could be anyone. Can you describe him?
An older man with a moustache. But for all his grey hairs, he seemed pretty tough to me.
Doesn't match anyone I've heard of. But then we don't even know if Ulrich is his real name.
I asked him who his liege was, but he refused to tell me.
We live in such strange times. In days past, knights would vie with each other to see who could extol their liege's name the loudest. And today, they take assumed names, hide their emblems, and sneak around the land like thieves.
Sounds like
I got the impression he was hiding his identity because his master's at odds with Saradzic.
That may well be. As a staunch supporter of the king, Sir Radzig has many enemies.
He told me that the fake money was being taken to Passau in exchange for gold coins. Then that real money was being brought back to the Bohemian lands.
That would explain why those fakes bear the Passau countermark.
His master is allied with the Passau alderman, and they told him to sort it all out.
I wonder who could be behind it all.
He gave me these documents to show you. He seemed to think they prove he was telling the truth. They're the records of the interrogations in Passau, and some other things he said you'd understand better than him.
Let me see. We, the aldermen of the city of Passau. Interrogation held this day. Put to pen by the questor. The place of origin is a monastery in the land of Bohemia. Which certainly confirms my suspicion that something underhand is going on in Sassau. Coin assay report. Copper core coated with amalgam. Ah, well this is interesting. Here's an outline description of how the forgeries are made. I'll have to study it more closely. We command Herr Ulrich to investigate and let no man stand in his way. This looks like the original safe conduct. It has the seal of the Passau alderman, but they certainly didn't pen this.
How do you know?
I recognize the hand. It's a Clement of Caplitz, the high scribe of the Rosenbergs.
The Rosenbergs? Who's that?
A rich and powerful family in South Bohemia. Burgrave Henry III is a great rival of our King Wenceslas.
So what does all this mean?
Well, it certainly explains why your night is so mysterious. Anyway, we should be careful. And we shall begin our investigation. The documents show they use silver amalgam for coating copper fakes. That's a lead we can follow.
What?
Silver amalgam. It's produced from quicksilver and silver.
That doesn't sound like something just anyone can get hold of.
You're quite right. You will go to Sassau at once. Look around the forges in the city. Someone must be working copper for them.
Nothing was heard.
I, meanwhile, will take counsel with Sir Radzik and then follow after you.
Where shall we meet?
At the inn on Sassau Market Square.
No, god dang it.
I'll decide him
No!
I suppose it was... Goodbye.
Sometimes I read. Where's the guy at? Oh, there's a little thing for here.
So, what did Master Pfeiffer have to say?
I consulted him and we definitely have a starting point.
Tell me more.
Master Pfeiffer found out they need copper sheets for the core of the coins and quicksilver for the the other part?
I see. They have such materials.
Exactly. That's why I'm interested in the local forges.
Yes, that is good. Yesterday, I heard people from the craftsman's yard by the monastery complaining. They said they could not sleep at night because the blacksmith works all the time till dawn.
I see. That's certainly worth asking about. Have you heard anything else?
You said they use quicksilver. There is a painter lodging here who is painting the church in Ujitz. I heard him complain also. He said that he went to the monastery for quicksilver and it was all gone.
Well, that's something to follow up as well. Thanks.
I'm honored that a knight such as...
I hear you've had some problems with the supply of quicksilver.
Problems? I should say so. For the third time this month they've told me they've none. There's no quicksilver to be had, they said.
And who exactly are you talking about? Who's holding back the goods on you?
The monastery overseer, or his assistant, more like.
So what did the overseer have to say to you?
Nothing. Apparently he doesn't deal in such trifles. Leaves it all to his assistant, the pompous git.
Surely such valuable material can't just vanish. Where can it be?
I wish I knew. Every time I ask for the red paint, there's a different reason why they haven't got the quicksilver to mix it. Once they said the goods never arrived, and another time that the wagon carrying it was ambushed. Then it went astray somewhere.
And you think they're lying?
Jesus, what do I know? Well, it seems pretty strange to me. 3 times in a row the same thing goes missing. There's bad luck and then there's something else.
Everything like a quicksilver bullets.
What do you need Quicksilver for?
It's not here
I don't.
Quicksilver.
They do. To mix up the red pigment for me.
Quicksilver.
I'm painting the church in Ujits. Can you imagine how
Yeah.
stupid those biblical
from
scenes
Bloodborne.
look without red?
Not really.
Then be glad you can. My
You
eyes
get
are
the
just
DLC
to
for that
imagine
goddamn
it.
game. Never played it.
That's all I need to know for now.
Ah, my water's too far.
Wouldn't
My
you care to buy
tangled
something
dang
before you
earphones
go?
are caught.
Or play a game? I really need some money. I've been waiting here a
Ah,
while
what
and
the
my stay's
fudge?
getting expensive.
Why did I tighten this so dang hard? Ah. Okay.
There's always time for some dice. Let's see what you can do.
Take care now.
Guess I'm playing some dice. That dude has cheating dice. Oh my god. What the fudge?
It's just ridiculous. A thing like that.
Shut the fudge up. Cheating. Alright, head to the monastery. What the fuck is with this goddamn cut, dude?
My respects to you.
I'm looking for some Quicksilver. Do you have any on hand?
Talk to my assistant. He deals with such trivial matters.
Fine, thank you.
Farewell.
Good health to you.
Do you have any Quicksilver in stock?
Who's asking?
Well, me.
I'm here on behalf of the master fresco painter. He said you sent
Yeah,
him
I
away
said that.
empty-handed 3 times already.
Then I
Fudge!
don't have any.
I shouldn't have
Sounds
said
almost as
that.
if you don't want to sell it to me.
I
It's
shouldn't.
not that I don't want to. It's that I can't.
Bollocks. Tell me this instant what you've done with the goods.
Nothing. And I'd advise you to calm down. We're on hallowed ground.
You're a fine one to speak of hallowed ground. A lying thief in monastic robes. What next? A whore dressed as a nun?
This is blasphemy.
I'll give you blasphemy. I'm sure you know what our Lord did to the money changers in the temple.
What do you mean?
Ah!
You're not going to hurt me, are you?
Tell me what's going on here and I...
Whatever,
Tell me
sometimes
what's
he
been
being a
going
little bit too
I
aggressive
swear,
and
I
says
wouldn't
things.
normally do anything like that.
Get to the point.
They came for me at noon. Directly to the office. The overseer was somewhere on his rounds. Some night, it was. Without a crest. Armed. He called himself Sir Jezek, and he had a lackey with him called Rapota. A scruffy fellow with a yellow cape. Always whistling he was. They told me they wanted all the Quicksilver we order for the monastery. Of course, I told him that wouldn't be possible.
And then what? Did they threaten you?
Not at first. They tried to bribe me, and when I refused, they started threatening.
What time is it? I mean, I'm playing for hours. I just don't know what time it is. I'll have to save it in a minute.
How did you hand it over to them?
I take it up the hill behind the monastery here. There's a big tree there with a small chapel underneath. Sometimes Rapota is there waiting for me. If not, I leave it there.
What did they threaten you with?
They said they know people in the monastery. That they'd have me thrown out and beaten for stealing.
And you had been stealing? I mean, before then.
You know how it is. I work my fingers to the bone and they pay me a pittance.
So they knew about you?
Yes, they knew my name, everything.
Very well. Thank you.
Farewell.
Alrighty. Gotta go to the top of that hill and get him. I'm retarded. We did just figure out that there's a lot of lead in our water.
God
That's
bless
crazy.
you. What trouble?
We had a little water testing kit. There's lead and what else was there? There was lead and pesticides.
You look different, Master.
So as to fit in. I don't want it known that I'm in town.
We made a lot of Kool-Aid with that water.
Why?
I don't want to alarm our prey. Gossip spreads quickly, and if those scoundrels learn we're onto them, they'll flee.
That does make sense.
So what have you found out so far?
I found out where they get their quicksilver from. You were right, it was the monastery.
It was the only logical explanation.
It changed hands on the hill behind the monastery.
Have you been there to have a look around?
Not yet.
Maybe it would be worth the time.
I'll go and see.
How was that
Have you found
hairstyle
out who's behind it?
Someone
nice
called
looking
Rappatar.
back then?
Not much, but it's a start. At least it's not a common name. Listen, Henry. I had another thought on the way here. Those counterfeiters have to have a punch die to make the fake coins.
Yes, of course.
That's sophisticated work. There's a man I know who works at the monastery yard. Master engraver Jerome of Silesia.
You don't suppose that he's...
No, not that, God forbid. I know him well. He'd never do anything like that. But he runs an engraving workshop, so he might have heard something.
Very well, I'll ask him.
But ask with tact. I don't want him getting offended. And I prefer you not to mention me at all.
I'll try to think of something. That's all. How does life in...
I suppose he was kind of... Goodbye.
I guess they're meant to use now. Something just popped up in my mind looking at these buildings. These buildings are all, you know, it's like, God damn it, I hate to cut my wrist. It's stone and junk.
God be with you.
How goes the work, Master?
Getting there, getting there. You need something, my boy?
What are you doing here, anyway?
You're in an engraver's shop, my boy. We're engraving, of course.
Yeah, but engraving what? And what's it used for?
Oh, we engrave wood and stone as well as metal. Here in the monastery, it's mostly about decoration.
You've got quite a large workshop, Master. You don't do all the work alone, surely?
I'm usually here with my apprentice, Florian. Of course, by simple observation, you'll note that this is not currently the case, and I'm here alone. Which means that either I'm a liar or something out of the ordinary has occurred.
I see. I think. So what's happened to Florian?
He shares the fate of the pharaohs for today. The fifth scourge of Egypt did smite him, the plague. So his message advised me.
Jesus Christ, the plague?
Do remain calm. I'm quite certain the plague from which Florian is suffering wasn't a judgment from on high. Or if it was a judgment on excessive drinking. I'm told such an ailment can be of truly biblical proportions.
What's he like, your apprentice, Florian?
I'm afraid that his exuberant youth has taken its toll. He's been acting strangely of late. I fear he has delusions of persecution.
I don't really know what you mean.
More and more junk's coming about the
Recently,
plague.
for example, he told me
I
that
don't know what's
someone
the
was
difference between the
following him.
plague and a boo.
The very next day, he bought a padlock from the blacksmith and locked
How about
up his
just look it up?
chest, as though I would ever sneak into it. In any case, why the interest are you looking for him?
Something like that.
May I ask why?
Get a message.
I have a message for him.
A message? Who would be interested in that wastrel? Other than his furious and deeply disappointed master, of course. About your question, you'll find him at home. No doubt feverishly dying. He sleeps in the baker's cellar.
Ah, thank you.
Was there just different names
Does
for the
Florian
plague?
have any...
A man such as he...
A woman from the baths? What did she do?
The harpy nearly tore all Florian's hair out.
Do you have any idea why she...
No,
She was...
Skip it.
Thank
Skip it.
Take care now.
I actually really hate missions like this where you get to talk. And then they tell you somewhere else you can go talk, and then you go talk.
God save.
Watch her go
How
send
may
me
I
to
help
another
you? Good night.
person to go talk.
I hear you're at odds with Apprentice Florian.
At odds? I'll give you at odds. It's that
Okay.
sod's fault they took my Esther. Poor girl. I shudder to think what's become of her.
Oh, God.
What exactly happened?
This man came in wanting a bath, and suddenly I hear screams. So I run out, and I see the bastard pulling her out of the tent and shoving her into a boat.
My God.
I'm sorry they took her, but what exactly has it got to do with Florian?
They shouted at me to tell Florian that when he rises up, he'll get the girl back.
I assume that Florian knows this, Esther.
You know village girls. They don't get much of a choice. Every other knave has a turnip for a brain, and if they don't, they're relatives. And then some young dandy turns up who writes her little poems. What's the poor girl to do? And this is how it ends. She should have stuck with the turnip heads.
Where can I find this Florian? I'd like to ask him a few questions.
He works in the engraver's workshop at the monastery craftsman's yard. And if he's not there, he'll be holed up like the rat he is in the cellar he rents from the baker. He's afraid of me, for sure.
What did the bailiff make of it?
Don't even get me started on that. He's fine. I won't say what. I told him everything, but he says he won't do nothing about it.
How's that then?
He wouldn't tell me to my face, of course. But people here don't think much of us. There's some as reckon my Esther deserves what she got. Poor girl.
It sounds like you were close to Esther.
I loved her like my very own. She came to me as an orphan, like a wolf child she was. I raised her and taught her and gave her a job, and now she's gone.
Gave
Who knows
her
if
a
she's
job.
even
Of
alive.
fudge. The heck?
Take care.
Alright. You don't look sick.
I'm at your service.
You look quite sprightly for an invalid.
What? Who the hell are you?
My name's Henry, and I'm making inquiries for Sir Radzig Kobyla.
And what do you want from me?
Straight to the point then? Alright. I've been investigating counterfeit money, and the trail led me straight to you. Does the name Rapiter mean anything to you?
I don't know. Maybe?
Don't bother. I know you know him. You make the punch dice for the counterfeiters. How do you hand them over? Do you know where their workshop is?
I can't say anything. I'll deny everything and you've got nothing on me. No evidence, just accusations.
You just incriminated yourself.
One man's word against another. Like I said, I'll deny everything.
And do you really think that's going to help you? Your word means nothing. You've got the tools, the knowledge, and the workshop. The only thing missing is a motive, but I'm guessing it's money.
God dang!
So what then?
Those bastards kidnapped Esther. If I don't cooperate, they'll kill her.
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't begin to justify what you did.
Fuck your
I don't
reputation.
care. This isn't about me. Listen, I'll tell you everything, I promise. But only if I know that Esther's safe.
So I'm to go searching for her in the woods?
I know where they're keeping her, but nobody will help me. And what can puny little me do faced with those...
Esther, yeah.
Very well. I'll bring back your Esther.
Really?
Yes.
I will. In the sky.
I hope you get the bubonic plague. What was I supposed to do? Wait till the situation clears up. What the fuck happened? Did everyone just die? That's some bull crap. Oh no.
Why are you just sitting around?
Why not? Admiring the view? People just do not appreciate a lovely view these days.
Does the name Rapiter ring any bells for you?
Rapporter, you say? Rapporter. No, I can't hear any bells ringing at all.
Admiring the view, my arse. If you ever want to see another view again, I suggest you answer my question.
Ha! I've been more impressively threatened by my sister's baby.
Fuck
Huh.
you.
I'm gonna make you send her to him. His ignorance is bliss.
Look, you little jester. I'm investigating a crime against the king on the direct orders of Sir Radzig. Are you really going to keep pretending you don't know anything?
Hang on! What's all this about a crime against the king? I'm just
That
keeping
got
an eye
into
on
him?
things. When a wagon comes in, I make sure nobody robs it. I get a commission for that. That's it.
See? That didn't hurt a bit. Where's Rapata?
I don't know. He's been staying in town lately. He hardly ever shows up here. It seems he's keeping an eye on someone there. I don't know who.
Who comes to fetch them?
I don't know. Some people. They don't speak. Just look mean. Take the goods and go.
Thanks. Hope the scenery keeps you entertained.
You then. Dirty old bandit. Take your goods. Yeah, I mean, wouldn't try. I don't want to deal with it. Did I save?